Hey guys, Chris Bree again with another Q&A Thursday. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe so you don't miss these. When I say another, I can't assume you've been around. Also, share the video with people in your center of influence, with your RIA, etc. This question came up in a high six private group coaching call. And it's a good one for you to see because we talk about our trademark 3 payday system all the time. And we should, because it allows you to have a better quality income. It allows you to have some freedom in your life, allows you to kind of predict your schedule versus being on that old style of one paycheck, the old way of doing real estate. Well, in this high six call, Judy, who's got a very successful deal and agreement right now in Maine, in this particular deal that we're going to show you, she brought up on the screen, and she's been going back and forth with the gentleman, the seller, since she was here at the In the Trenches boot camp. I'll give you a link to find out what that means later. It's super effective. You should not only look into the website, you should get here, because we bring about 15 people in privately right here in our conference room. You see me pointing out the window to our conference room here. We can fit about 15 people. It's not an event. We hang out in the conference room for 2.25 days. So since then, this has been negotiated back and forth. We call it our executive lease purchase. It's internally, our language behind it is an assign out, an AO. It means that instead of going to get our tenant buyer and putting him in the home and staying in the middle and getting all 3 paydays, we're locating the same tenant buyer. We're placing them in the home. There's a whole module on this in the home study, so I'm not trying to educate you just on how we do this, but just conceptually so you can see what we're talking about in this upcoming video you're about to watch, in this clip. Conceptually, we take that same buyer, we assign them to the seller. Just so you know when you see the math, we're gonna literally call up the email that was done and show you how it's done. And more importantly, how you explain to a seller how that works, and you can do so by simply running some numbers. And I'll say, side note, there are pros and cons. We're not gonna get into that today, it's a different video, but the pros are for the seller, they get a lot more money out of the deal. You'll see that on the explanation here. And if you wanna know if we're gonna get that deal under agreement, stay tuned for future Deal Structure Sundays, because you're gonna subscribe and keep an eye on those every single Sunday, and you'll probably see Judy pop up there again. Enjoy this short clip from a live high six call.
I had this lead from my VA last week, and it's basically an expired listing. They broke up, a couple was engaged, and the asking price is $399. He paid $365 for it because the broker called like 3 times.
Yeah.
Well, it was an expired listing. Everything I've looked up said it wasn't listed. The note said currently has a realtor not familiar with how lease purchase works. He doesn't know if his mortgage company would allow him to do that. So I'm not sure how you respond to that. But my thought process was, because he said the broker, call the broker back. I did try, her mailbox was full. So how'd
you get this first so I can do a better, like a good answer?
My
plus leads, then the VA called?
Yeah, on an expired.
And you're reading notes, but you haven't called yet.
I only called the broker back, but wasn't even able to leave a message.
If I got the... Go ahead,
call the broker. I was just asking why you calling the broker.
Yeah, I wouldn't have.
Okay, well, I didn't leave her a message, so I could still call him directly.
Perfect. We're in business.
But he said he currently has a realtor, and
That's
he's
right.
not. Okay, so still okay.
Play down. Play down. Yeah, act like he doesn't have a realtor and just ask him.
Yeah.
Can I speak with you, or do I need to speak to a realtor? Oh yeah, I have a realtor. Okay. How long are you tied up for? Just use the same.
Use a realtor script. Yep. And
So,
when they say that they don't know if their bank would allow you, say your bank doesn't, unless you have a special loan, your bank doesn't restrict you to lease your property. One of my options is that, but it's a lease purchase, so I'm gonna definitively be closing on this.
Okay.
If the realtor's, you guys know the deal. If the realtor's not gonna work it or be open to it, then just wait.
Well, you know what? I did the numbers for the realtor, and if I got a full payday 1, she'd be breaking even to what she had it listed for, her portion of it.
Oh.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be paying it though.
What's that?
You wouldn't be paying it though, right? Am I tracking you?
Well, if I gave her up to 25% of payday 1.
But you wouldn't, because she didn't bring it to you. That's if somebody brings you a deal.
Okay.
Yeah, good distinction. I just want to make sure I was tracking with you.
Okay.
That video for realtors is if they bring you deals. You gladly do that. But you found this.
Right.
That's between her and her seller. This is important.
Okay.
Rusty, that's probably write it down for the mastermind.
Yep.
That's a good question.
Yeah, good clarification.
So realtor
Okay. So,
Up
all right.
to-
So then I'm just going to act like she's not in it. And if he says that he has, well, okay, I thought this was a listing that had expired. How long you tied up for? Did you just relist with her?
Correct, because some of these people, I used to be an agent. And Matthew probably has this. Some of these people don't even know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm on a contract. No, you're not. You know. So you find that out, and then, I don't have any problem saying if they're insisting and say, okay, I just so you know, I like for me to educate a realtor that doesn't have experience in this, it's just frankly not worth it. So you let me know if anything changes or you don't get your full price in the time you want, or you cancel. Back to the realtor script.
Okay. Because I'm looking at his list price less what he had to pay for a commission. There's not much left there from what he owes on the property.
That's a good thing.
Exactly. So and there's a tax lien.
Even
I don't
better.
know the full amount exactly. So I'm thinking that he's just trying to break even and get out of this, which if she's out, all the more.
Okay, this gets interesting because that's who Zach actually prospects now. So as you know, so I would stay with that, and I would not have any hesitation having that open conversation with him. Everything now, Mr. Seller, is public knowledge. So by what I'm seeing, you're at about a break even now. Is that kind of what you thought? And then, boom, he's probably gonna come out of pocket if you're seeing break even. Or
Right.
no, that mortgage information is not correct. I only owe this. Okay, well, you gotta know that. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, so play dumb, right?
Yeah.
And then tell them what Chris is saying. Like, hey, this is what it looks like. If it doesn't sell, then I'll be here for you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep, keep moving that one along, Judy.
Okay. Thank you.